The graffiti artist known as Banksy is setting his sights on New York. For more than a decade, he has painted without warning, living in the shadows. He plans to spend the rest of the month making the city his canvas. Elaine Quijano is at one of his projects in Brooklyn. Elaine, good morning.
Good morning to you, Charlie and Nora. Well, Banksy's piece here in Brooklyn has not only attracted fans, but also those looking to deface his work. That has prompted building owners here to put up plexiglass in order to protect the art, which is now on display throughout New York City. In a city filled with museums of world renown, it's of great interest to both the curator and the curious that New York's art display of the moment is playing out on the streets. The works introduced each day through the month of October are the creation of Banksy, an anonymous artist specializing in the defacing of public and private property. This is graffiti. Milena Ryzik writes about art for the New York Times. What do we know about the artist Banksy?
We really only know what Banksy wants us to know, which is that he's a British artist who's made his name mostly doing street art, public work.
For the better part of the past decade, Banksy has presented his pieces of political and social commentary throughout the world. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie are among the growing number of collectors known to pay more than $1 million for a Banksy. Street art with a Wall Street price tag.
$110,000, $120,000.
That the artist said was never his intent when he appeared in disguise for his 2010 documentary, Exit Through the Gift Shop.
These famous auction houses, all of a sudden they were selling street art and everything was going a bit crazy, and suddenly it all became about the money, but it never was about the money.
How do you explain Banksy's art to a person that has never seen street art before?
Well, Banksy operates in the same zone that Andy Warhol probably did. You know, when Warhol first started painting soup cans, a lot of people said, we don't get it. But it ended up making a real lasting commentary on the art world and making a real lasting mark. And obviously his work is still really, really valuable.
Like any good show, Banksy's New York installations come complete with an audio tour, though with a satirical jab at the art industry itself.
Are you looking at one of the great artworks of the 21st century? If so, you're in the wrong place. You should be looking at a stencil of a dog peeing on a hydrant.
Of course, street artists face certain liabilities, the fleeting nature of their work chief among them. Many of the Banksy New York pieces have already been tagged or defaced, while some building owners, perhaps unaware of the graffiti's value, have painted right over them.
The last thing I want is for the front of my building to be vandalized and its property value to skyrocket.
Like the late-night comedians who taunt him, Banksy is likely in on the joke.
He's saying, art world, don't take yourself too seriously. I don't take it too seriously, and yet I'm making millions of dollars from it. He's kind of laughing all the way to the bank.
Now, a separate location, or a separate installation, I should say, is expected each day, and each location is announced on the artist's website, but he only gives a general vicinity, so it's a bit of a scavenger hunt for fans of the elusive artist. Charlie, Nora?
Elaine Quijano, thank you.